baby, and baby, and baby, and baby. This is the Negro Exciting News Fun show, and I'm your host, DJS. So today we're going to talk about Hurricane Irma. Um, there's some videos on YouTube, and what they're saying is that um, the hurricane is man-made and it's been caused by the system because they want to evacuate people and move them on. Now, to me, it sounds totally crazy and far-fetched, but there's still a debate there. A lot of people believe this, so maybe it's worth debating, talking about. One person said, like Oklahoma went from having three hurricanes a year to having 200 or 300, did he say? I can't remember, but it still went from three a year to having 200. So that's a question worth asking. How does a city, a town, a county, a state, yeah, go from having three tornadoes or hurricanes a year to now having 200 a year? How is that possible? Yeah. And in the debate, they spoke about a technology called HARP. And I've known about HARP for years now, maybe 5, 6 years, because I first heard about HARP, researched it myself because it sounded crazy. It sounded crazy. So apparently, this technology is real. This HARP technology is real. So it said that the system, the government, US government, can modify weather. Yeah. Like on a show I saw maybe about 3 years ago, maybe more, a guy who used to work for the government said that they can fly an airplane into a storm or at the beginning of a storm, something like that, and put chemicals into the storm, the clouds, and turn it into a hurricane. Yeah. So this man who used to work for the system before said this is possible because he personally had done it. And what's really funny is how these people do all of this stuff and then, years later end up talking about it and going against the same people they were working for. I mean, that's what I find amazing. Like this guy, what's his name? Nichols? Is it Steve Nichols? Nichols. Is it Steve Nichols? But anyway, this guy allegedly worked for the Clintons, and now he's doing all this talking. He's on his deathbed now. He needs oxygen to live, to breathe. He's got two tubes up his nose. Larry Nichols, that's it. So Larry Nichols works for the Clintons, and he's supposed to have done all this evil for them. But the thing about Larry Nichols, I'm not saying what he's saying isn't true. I mean, you can't do all of this evil, yeah, and then years later start talking like you're a good person. If he wasn't evil too, how could you have done all that stuff for the Clintons? But that's a different story. So, yeah, so these people, like I said, they do all this stuff, then start talking later. Basically, what they're saying is, I mean, they're doing it deliberately, like, Hurricane Katrina. They said Hurricane Katrina could have been prevented if they had built a levee. Now, a levee is a kind of barrier, a barrier that would stop water from flooding the land. but for some reason they didn't have a levee in place at the time of Hurricane Katrina. Then they wanted to abandon New Orleans. So that's what they're saying now. The same things happening with Hurricane Irma. You know, they want to abandon. They want the people to, so that they can take the land and do what they want with it. I mean, they said if they told you to leave, you wouldn't leave. But if they have this natural disaster, you'll have to leave, and no one will question it. I mean, there's a lot of talk about a land grab, yeah. And for years, I've been watching videos, people saying that, and these are ex-government people saying they want the people to move from like the countryside or places near water and sea and move more inward to urban areas or city areas, yeah. And they want everyone to be away from the sea and the border, where maybe presumably they can escape and be more in compact city areas. So that's what they're saying now. It seems like now storms are for some reason getting worse and worse and worse. Every storm now seems to be off the scale, the worst in history, the worst since records began. Why is it all of a sudden now every storm is off the Richter scale? Yeah, every hurricane, every earthquake is off the Richter scale. Every storm is so strong, it's the strongest in recorded history. Like a storm devastated Oklahoma maybe about 2 years ago. It was the strongest storm ever to hit, and it was supposed to have devastated everything in its path. Now, where is this power coming from? Is it global warming? Yeah. What is it? What's causing this? Yeah. So, what's the end result? Yeah. Is it man-made? Yeah. If it's global warming caused by human, do we have to pay taxes? Do we have to pay more taxes? Yeah. We pay more taxes, then the government could do something to prevent it happening again. I don't know. But this is what the voices are saying, and some of the voices are very credible. But to me, it sounds very far-fetched. It's all been done on purpose. But one thing for sure is they say they want 6 million people to evacuate. I mean, 6 million is a lot of people, isn't it? Where do 6 million people go? Yeah? I mean, it's 6 million people on the move. The refugee crisis, all these people on the move. Yeah? It seems to be now on the move. Yeah? It's come from Africa, North Africa. Yeah? And they're on the move into Europe. Now, the people in the southern states of America, Florida, Texas, all down that way, Gulf of Mexico, all that way, will now be on the move. Yeah, 6 million is a lot of people. And where are they going to move to? I don't know. We'll just have to watch this situation and see how it plays out.